Uh, First off, this video is not me patting myself on the back for becoming internet famous, because it has just as many downs as it has ups, trust me. What I really want to talk about is the effect parasocial relationships have on our propensity to get scammed, because it's something I see time and time again in the reactions to a lot of the work I produce around grifters, scammers, people who are running deceptive schemes. Whether they're on the left side of the aisle, right side of the aisle, politically doesn't matter to me. Ultimately, I encourage people often not to trust anybody inherently. Make them earn it. Don't trust me. Check my sources. Trust those. You know what I'm saying? Trust your own perception of what you read and what you see. One thing I want to be really honest about here is that I hate that I have to do this. I get no pleasure from calling out black people who are using their platform to talk about injustices and to spotlight issues that need to be talked about. I don't enjoy that, but there's a climate of lying and grifting that's just been accepted in this country, and it's led to us electing a grifter twice. And I see it as my duty to use my skills to prevent that. I'm not going to put anybody's specific comments on blast in this video, at least not comments that they've left for me, because I love y'all. And that's parasocial. I have love for the level of support y'all have given me over time. And even in the most deranged cases of emails and comments I've received, I don't think you deserve to be put on blast. But I will refer to them. I've had 65-year-old men email me talking about they need to have a conversation with me. Long, rambling emails with no punctuation. And I'm just like, I feel unsafe. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to respond to this. And I've had a lot of young people reach out just to have a conversation. And it's like, you don't know me. I don't know you. What are we talking about? I mean, if you have a story to tell me that has some value for a larger audience, then let's talk about it. But I think it may be a symptom of how isolated we all are and how prevalent social media has become, that we think we can reach through the screen and grab hold of the person on the other side of it and demand some of their attention. I had somebody comment yesterday that they made a video debunking something I had made. Okay, I hope somebody watches it. I don't know what you want from me. To a degree, I get it. Like, I was so thirsty for the world to see my work before anybody cared to pay attention to it. And so I can relate to that. I can relate to these small YouTube channels that reach out from time to time. We have to get away from investing so much of our energy and our respect and our emotion into people we don't know. And the media that we put out as public figures makes people think they know us. And you just don't. And we don't know you. It goes both ways. We're not more important than you. Our opinions aren't more qualified than yours. Yes, we might be experts in certain areas, but like every video I do research about that topic and then I present that research. I'm not just knowledgeable about everything. The facade needs to be shattered, I think, between the audience and the things they view. I'm just a person who's making things that I believe in and putting it out. And that's how I would like y'all to perceive everybody you watch. That's why I cite my sources in such painstaking detail for every video I make. I don't want you to trust me. Don't trust me. You don't know me. Trust what I'm telling you is accurate over time, because I've proven time and time and time again that I've done the research. But even then, if you have a question about something, check it, double down, challenge me. That's the whole thing I'm trying to push is critical thinking. It's a failure of critical thinking that leads all of us to believe in these progressive figures, conservative figures, moderate figures, whatever, blindly while ignoring everything that's presented about them on the other side that has real evidence. I used to suffer from parasocial relationships myself. I was a huge Kobe Bryant fan. Kobe and the Lakers, that was my favorite team, favorite player. It was very much an identity thing. Like, Kobe was my favorite. Iverson was my younger brother's favorite. And my youngest brother gravitated towards the Celtics when they had the big three. But he's 8 years younger than me, so you see the time discrepancy there. But letting go of my fandom of one player led to me divesting my emotions from sports in general. And that's why I was able to make the episode about sports betting, where I called out in the intro that people are way too attached to these teams. A player changes teams, changes cities. An independent contractor working for the NBA changes cities, changes jobs. And you take it as if this person has betrayed you because you live in Portland and now this player is going somewhere else. He has nothing to do with you. He just happens to be working in the same city as you. And he happens to have a job that's public facing and a marketing department that builds up this sense of camaraderie and this sense of doing it for the city and all that. But that's just to sell tickets. You got to see through the next level of that layer of marketing and really see it for what it is. They're trying to create affinity within their customers, and they've succeeded. If you're attacking this player on social media because they changed teams, and it's the same thing with watching YouTubers and trusting us blindly, right? I'm only as valuable on this platform as my last video. Every time a video underperforms, I feel like I ain't shit. It's just the function of how this platform works. And I've gotten better at dealing with that over time because I know my work is solid. And even if this one video doesn't hit, the next one will, right? But it's really disheartening. And the main thing I want to explain is how this job works and why we're no different from you. What I'm doing is a 9 to 5. It's just that I don't have an employer, so my hours are all over the place. I control my hours. And that sounds glamorous as well, but it's not. You end up working more than 40 hours a week. I definitely do. And everything is on you. I have to wake up and do something with my camera every day. I don't have to, but in order for me to keep up with the pace that I feel is necessary at times, I have to motivate myself to like go do something. Otherwise, you're not going to make any money. That's a completely different psychological task than dealing with supervisors and dealing with your boss and having to do what they say. That's a whole other set of problems and priorities. My first year on YouTube, I made a little over $100,000 all in. And that's revenue, not profit. Second year on YouTube, I made much less than that. To illustrate the kind of seesaw nature of this job, probably averaged out to about 150, 160K over 2 years. So that's like 80K a year, right? That's an office job. Like, this job seems glamorous. It's just that it's public facing. And it's way harder at times because I depend on the support of people in mass, like giant amounts of people to make this viable month to month to month. And we have to cram as much revenue as possible in each month because we don't get paid until 21 days later every time a month ends. And it really hurts when you have a down month and that check comes in less than $2,000 for everything you did last month. Yeah, until you deal with that, you're always going to glamorize entertainers, but that's what it is. We have to kill what we eat. And sponsors are everything. Without them, you can't survive on this platform unless you're getting just tons and tons and tons of views per video. And I'm not there yet. So the climb is rough. The effort to get here is really difficult. And the effort to stay consistent when you're dealing with all these dynamic factors day in, day out, that's really challenging. And it makes you question every day whether this is something you want to do, whether it's something you want to keep up. And you really have to have a passion for it. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. So don't look up to YouTubers. Don't look up to entertainers. Don't look up to media figures. I know it's easier said than done because entertainment is something that we all engage in on such a regular basis that when someone does it well, you tend to want to give them their props. And that's fine. But try not to cross that line between admiring someone's work and idolizing the person, because that idolization and that attachment is parasocial, it's not real, it's one-sided, and it's going to lead to them being able to use your support against you in manipulative schemes. Tariq Nasheed, the unofficial founder of FBA, Foundational Black Americans, basically a subgroup of Black Americans that believe that they're indigenous and that they need to delineate from all other types of Black people, the rest of the diaspora. He used his fans' affinity to sell them bootleg DVDs that were terribly produced with a lot of half-truths in them via a fundraiser. So he raised funds from them and sold them back the same product. And in all his subsequent fundraisers, he did the same thing, except the products got worse and worse and worse and more low budget. And in many cases, he kept all the money. In the case of the Hidden History Museum, he built a nightclub that he gets all the revenue from after raising over $1 million to build it. This is a grift. I don't know how you can't see through it. And his cult of personality is what's powered it this whole time. In the case of Myron Golden, he got a fake doctorate, or two, I don't know how many he has, and sells the technique on how to grift people to other smaller grifters. Scammers look like everything. They look like everybody. I've had so many people approach me trying to get me to sell out my audience. And I would have so much more money if I did, but I'm not going to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a matter of principle. And for the most part, humans within this capitalistic society don't have the morals that it takes or the backbone that it takes to turn down the magnitude of these opportunities. Myron Golden is making millions off of his scheme of enabling other people to grift people like you and me. Tariq is always selling something attached to his videos and attached to his FBA movement. The first thing he ever did was put something up for sale when he trademarked the name. So it's just this disconnect between the truth and what these leaders are doing. I use leaders very loosely. And the reality of what they're saying that they're doing and what they're putting in their marketing material. We gotta let go of putting people on false pedestals and idolizing them. I appreciate everything my audience has helped me achieve and everything y'all have done for me as far as shoring up my self-esteem and my confidence and my ability to put these messages out there and make sure that people are gonna listen to me and try to actually understand what I'm saying and take the evidence at face value. It's been a gift, but there are no exceptions. You have to let go of the parasocial relationship. It is killing us from the inside out.